map victories and come through successfully. This is the chance now. Take it to a third map, go to Mirage, and at least allow yourself the ability to try and reverse the series, get that reverse sweep.
Indeed, the Eyeballers will pick into their CT half of things, so we'll get things started on Nuke. On our second map of the best of three, the Eyeballers lead by a single one in the series. And forZe will have their chance to try and return fire. We get into the pistol round. No upgrades in the previous map up. Plenty in this one, though. 2 Julies on Heap and Sapek, and you've got the P250 for Gokushima.
The Julie, at least the first one, out here aggressively towards Hut. This could actually drop the bomb very early into the round. No, missed opportunity. Result getting the frag.
And there's the encouraging start. Now can he follow it up? Pepzor certainly will be able to get the trade together for the CT sideline. Brad with one engagement as Shine tries to shine towards the back lines of the upper bomb site. JW comes in with support from Heaven itself. 2 kills to his name. Gokushima fighting at long range with that pistol. And the second set of Julies comes in for Heap. JW still spotting, still looking for his man. Has that kit. So if he goes down, things might get a little bit awkward. However, Gokushima is just struggling to get into the bomb site. And Heap wraps around that corner to get the headshot in and draw out the pistol round for the Eyeballers.
Well, I think that has to be the most impactful round that we've seen from JW all series so far. And I think it just showed that he wasn't that guy that needed to step up out in map number 1. He didn't even bring the AWP out very much at all, just working with that rifle pack. But that round right there, it didn't actually have a lot going for it. The Hut denial, the kills towards outside, the trade onto Pepzor, it was that Heaven rotate of JW with the multi-frag that made it work.
There's the start that the Eyeballers have wanted. Harsh eco as well for the follow-up. We're converting to the rifle round for the forZe side. Not even any utility to go into this one, so should be an easy mode down for the Eyeballers as they look to just getting that 2-0 start, and forZe will look to the long-term plan instead.
Yeah, this is the 22nd best of 3 on CS2 for forZe, and the 15th time that Nuke has been a map pick for them. JW trying to get the height advantage up here to the top of credit with Pepzor. forZe. I'm looking at this round and thinking, I can't even expect a massive amount of damage to come through.
It would be a bit of a stretch. Let's see whether they can avoid the SMGs. 3 of them in play, of course, for the Eyeballers. One of which has already got the pick from outside at long range as well. The M4 is taking point alongside Pepzor. Getting 2 of those kills, 3 of them in fact. Pepzor can take him right back and try to grab that M4 if he can reach it in time. He just about gets to it, indeed he does. So nothing major lost here for the Eyeballers camp, but a little bit of cash being gained as well.
The Heap was the only guy statistically to have a positive rating and positive KD difference in that previous matchup that we saw on Nuke between forZe and Eyeballers just last week. 15 kills and 14 deaths. Everybody else kind of petered off. So you start thinking to yourself, okay, can we get a similar performance here today from Heap, especially if Pepzor can chime in as well like he did on map number 1. forZe, chance to set the pace here on T side with the cross smokes on the outside. Tanir doing the solo smokes himself.
Crad pushes on. Head of the smokes towards outside, he's siphoned off from the CT contact shove. He's going to win a fight against Heap out towards the ramp entrance. So Lobby Crunch was attempted from the CT forces, and they're just going to get ripped apart for it.
Now, Crad's already walked out A, so this round's pretty much over. Eyeballers had a slight maneuver forward in ramp, and as soon as that first player got cut off, you could just feel as if they try and pressure as much as they can out towards Hut, catch maybe the AKs looking out towards Trophy and the ramp area as such. But in the end, it doesn't work. So JW can hold on to the M4, Pepzor can do the same, and Sapek can buy next round, Shine can buy, and JW can drop Heap, so they'll get a perfect rifle round in.
Perfect start for the forZe side. Might have lost pistol, might sacrifice that eco as you would expect. Walking away extremely confidently from the rifle engagement. Some money's not truly allowed to build here for the Eyeballers side with 3 casualties taken. Those 2 M4s therefore become pivotal towards them if they want to go for a force buy. You'd imagine there is one on the table as well.
Yeah, again, the 2 players can buy. It's not even a force. I mean, it's a full-on rifle round going into this next round. I think for forZe, though, a lot of eyes are going to be on what their T side is going to be like. Again, their T side's fairly solid. They've shown in the event so far, in both the mid group and in the first group stage, that they can put quite a bit of a hefty lead up. I think that the main concern is obviously some of their Nuke officials in their last couple of games being super competitive. That 13-11 versus Saw and the overtime loss against Movistar Riders, those were the last 2 games that they had in ECL.
So far too early to tell what their confidence looks like here and now. Very nice engagements onto forZe from Crad. 14 HP, so forZe locking in an advantage, if not quite a kill, to open things up.
Now they'll know that they've done that early damage onto forZe. Heap has got to be careful about this ramp position, because the rotate from forZe is not only going to be late, but on low HP, you can't imagine much success is going to be granted.
Volley sent, flashes in, JW does find a pickup. Heap able to get one more before he gets taken out at close range. forZe can't stick around there at the hell entrance. He's way too low HP, so the Incendiary is going to throw him back. Meanwhile, Crad walking in from Secret out the corridors. JW trying to get the headshot angle, but there's a headshot to be gained the same in the other direction. And Crad lands it first and foremost with that AK, so it's a 3-on-3 for the post plant.
It looked like JW wanted to be in a position there where he wasn't being seen out from Secret and just found himself a little bit too high up on the stair. Sapek up close against the smoke. Resol actually doesn't see him on the gap.
Okay, so that range game difference. Sapek popped his head up, saw the man, got the kill. He saw the second player as well in obs. Sapek will lead the charge of the CT forces. Still got forZe low HP coming in for the flank, and Crab would have heard that. Fukushima holding in from the ramp entrance. Half the timer, more so, gone already. Crab gets forZe, sees the player in the open. Shine's able to turn on towards that kill. Dink down at 18 HP. Sapek does not have a kit, and therefore should not have time to draw the player in for a decent fight. Keep him within the bomb blast radius, trying to make an expensive round for the forZe side, but all 10 players will go up in flames as the forZe side take to all.
Now that's got to be frustrating there from Eyeballers, because they've actually been quite successful in the mid portion of that round. JW got a kill out to lobby through the door walk. He ends up dropping down into the vents. There's a 1-for-1 trade towards ramp. Yes, you know that forZe's on low HP, but it is a man advantage. JW gets absolutely nothing out there from the single door of decontamination, and it changes the round. forZe end up closing with the bomb plant on B.
Eyeballers have no money to sustain any further investments, so USBs across the board. Very fast in from forZe. They recognise that must be the case. They'll take the Mat 10 is the first player into sight. The money out if he mows down any number of CT forces, and he could still be on to do a few more here. Eyeballers stacked towards the outside control, making their way with 4 players in at heaven. Not really much you can do with this kind of weaponry here, though. They'll try because there's no reason not to. Things are not off on the best start for the retake.
If they can swarm together, you can expect 1, maybe even 2 kills to come in. And they can probably come in late just before the bomb blast goes off as well.
HEs are so well placed though. JW Heap, Sapek extremely low HP. Sapek gets engaged upon, Fukushima gets his 2, Tanir with 2 of his own. Sharfie there with the closer on to Shine. All 5 alive for the forZe side, so nothing to worry about there on the muddy game. You can also recover as well from the 5 players that went down in the previous rifle. Eyeballers will get their guns back in for the next one.
I'm going to be very keen to keep an eye on what forZe are doing outside with the variation, the L smokes, the diag, or even just the simple 1-2-3. And we've seen previously some secret warps. We haven't seen any vent dives as of yet. But that manipulation of just conditioning the util towards outside is going to be important. But no one actually starting outside here from Eyeballers, instead of very defensive JW and lockers.
Shine alongside Sapek, ready for the defensive. Incendiaries ahead. Sapek will be able to engage against the first player. Resol and Ko are not expecting this player to be up here. He's going to get given a triple. With Heat with a lockout against Shelfie elsewhere. It's Fukushima hiding and cowering in the open vent corner. Head of a smoke, sees 2, sprays down the damage, but not the kill on either one. As the Eyeballers lock them out of the bomb site.
And typically you'll see your 2A players constantly running the door molly and the hut molly insta-round. Like as soon as they come up the ladder from heaven. Now that time around it was actually a different variation. The util was actually held of the incendiary, and it means as soon as a jiggle on a contact can be made out there from hut, you get that incendiary down. And forZe, you got 2 options. You either cancel or you commit through it and take quite a bit of damage. And I think it just showed that with the peppering of the incendiary, that top hut individual made that round look easy.
Eyeballers going to keep pace as much as they can in the early game. First quarter of the matchup, and we stand at evens. Who's going to break ahead first and foremost, though? Eyeballers would love it to be them. They can set themselves up for a whole lot more, especially if they deny that bomb plant. We've got outside presence from JW, who's trying to deal with the diagonal smokes. Krad's made his way into secret, though. Got one man to deal with it in Sapek.
We're seeing a lot more of that main smoke that crosses out the drop down from Silo. Sapek onto Krad. This could be a kill that defines the round. Krad is not looking, and in that timing, Sapek is able to catch him, and Heap has seen at least 2 towards ramp.
We have got the trade on the outside control. That Cade lands very nicely at the feet of Gokushima. AWP looks to face, and the CT just backs off. Heap happy to play inside of the bomb site. As JW tries to flank in towards the secret control. He's not needed though. Peptor swings over at Ben. Heap gets involved with the site defensive, makes his double up happen, but not able to deal with the next man of Result, who is found by Peptor instead. Burst through on Gokushima, lands a very sick shot. Missed a number of those shots over on Inferno. Maybe Nuke could be where he comes into his own. 30 seconds left, and he's going to try and make his way back upstairs to clutch.
Yeah, the rotating from Vent can be quickly, so yes, he might be able to get that bomb down, but JW's even going to beat him.
Shot. Adjustment to the flick's not quite there. Flashbang will go over and he drops back in. Oh, and the nade is placed perfectly. That's the veteran experience of this man right here, playing into exactly where his opponent was going to be, and makes it a 4-3.
Well, between Pepsor and Heat, we're seeing quite a bit of damage. Those two individuals are putting up quite a bit of impact. You can see there again, Heat is constantly doing chip damage towards ramp. He's either going 1-for-1, or at least he's getting away with damage and dropping down to that lower bomb site. We can see right there, HE placement goes onto the front side of ramp. He gets down towards mini ramp, gets in with some damage, and then Pepsor sets himself up from observation window. The lead regained by the Swedes now.
And going to extend as well, surely, with the pistols being where they're at for forZe. Yes, there are upgrades, but there isn't a lot of Kevlar ready to defend against them. Utility towards the outside to try and see if they can force out something in terms of the kill counts, but the AWP of JW is ready. Raring to go with this engagement. Smokes to cross. No gaps necessary. Sapek dives down to the vent control just in case. Shine on the site defensive, now sees what's really going on. Might call for backup if necessary. He's struggling to deal with the players that are all around him. He's almost out of ammo as well, so he will get overwhelmed. A second kill has come in for that AWP though. JW engaging on 1, leaving his M4 to come in. 1 point of health for the AWP. Not like it matters. Heap has his number. He dials it in on forZe.
Well, considering the over-rotation from A, with obviously the A player going down, so you could obviously have a few variations of having someone down towards lower, whether it's the A player going into the vent to deal with secret, or it's the ramp player drop and the heaven rotate to go out towards ramp. That one right there, A player goes down, and there's only one anchor. So when you consider that it's 1 on A, I think there was a lot of time stalling and quite a bit of damage to set up that retake. Players coming up from vent and players coming in from heaven fairly quickly.
Two to the goods. Krad, first and foremost, forward inland here. Nade right to his position. The smoke's going to clear for it as well. Pepsor gifted a kill due to his own timing. And the advantage sits with the eyeballers.
Yeah, first time that we've seen a break kill towards that outside control, and even Heap has got to be careful about this one. Gokushima on 51 points of health gets that entry. And just when Eyeballers worked so hard for that opening pick, he felt like it could be a 5v3, and now the round is just turning around, and an even spotted top Mustang.
Shine called out upon Tanir will eventually get that kill, but Shalfie has fallen in turn. So only a single man advantage for the Eyeballers. JW is continuing to try and fight, but it's unsuccessful. Pepsor sneaking his way into Mini, is aware that Gokushima is somewhere out there in a secret, and he will find that fight, but lose even more HP, down to 13 now.
Now, this has got to be a save. There's surely no way forward. Now, depending on the way of where that AWP was in heaven, it either dropped down into the bomb site or stayed in heaven. So Pepsor might try and recover that.
See what he finds right there. Gonna look for the players, and that's not a good plan. Tanir is there to cover him. The over stretch does allow a fourth to go the way of the forZe side. Eyeballers really could have done well with that AWP. It can get rebought back, but you can see Shine's low on money. Let's see what they're going to get here.
A pure frustration down there to the secret control, because you just feel if that's a little bit more passive, if that info play doesn't come through, you maintain man advantage and probably close out the round by just having someone down there to lower. And that's always going to be the tricky thing about Nuke. One kill can just discombobulate an entire CT setup.
JW rebought AWP. Standing with an M4. Tanir's ready for it. Swing for the hit. Second kill not going to be there though. JW a little bit too hungry in that exchange. Losing the AWP for a second time and losing the man advantage as well for the eyeballers. The walkout from Crab towards outside ahead of that smoke as it clears. Result follows up on Shine and they're just getting picked apart here on the CT side.
Now, they tried something slightly different just because they didn't have the best of economy floats in the investment. Yeah, you got the AWP. There's a lack of util, so you try and get on the front foot. You try and see if you can squeeze an opening pick out there from the AWP. Now, you could see the first time around, because JW doesn't round the corner all the way to Tanir, that first M4 kind of gets caught off guard because of it. So the M4 drops, there's a one-for-one trade, and then JW just continues the marker to look for that second frag because he knows that he's going to get traded. He knows that there's going to be a wide swing. But from forZe, I mean, this is exactly what you need. Competitive rounds, keep adding to the tally, because if you keep putting up T rounds, it's going to be more difficult for eyeballers to close.
A very solid T side. What we were hoping to see from them. Eyeballers at risk of going down at the 5-7 again in this first half. forZe, you're well aware of what that means because they ran away with their last nuke against this team from that very same scoreline here. The M4 will stay for Sapek. forZe will climb to 5. Scoreline will be evened up with no more leaders in play. The money really is not great for eyeballers, so it looks to be a lead to be taken by the CIS squad. Second stage a loss, so money will build into a buy for round 12. It makes no sense to force here.
Yeah, of course, but you mentioned that there's going to be a buy. There is, but it won't feature an AWP. It won't feature the best of even utility sets with only 2,400 on loss. It showed how important that last round was. The eyeballers really needed to win it because now I'm looking at this scoreline at 5-5 and I'm thinking forZe probably goes 7-5 at the turn. I think that they take a lead at 2 and they go into that second half with a little bit of safety.
I do not disagree with you. Tactical taken by the eyeballers. I imagine it to be technical in nature because we just saw someone die in the middle of spawn. So get that going very quickly. Regardless, eyeballers at this stage, if there was a time to use a tactical, it probably would be here and now. This half has not really gone as well as you would have wanted it to, and there's only really one more chance to recover anything and at least try and make it an even standing at the tail end.
And again, they'll know in their back pocket that while it was 13-6 last time around, there has been some very close officials that forZe have taken on Nuke recently. So even though it's not the best of CT sides and it's definitely not the goal and the objective of the scoreline difference that they're after, there could still be a game here, even if it's obviously more difficult from this position onwards. I think forZe have shown that they're a lot more comfortable on their T side of Nuke than they are on their T side of Inferno. And it excites me for what should come for the rest of the series. Of course, what we're going to have of the second half here of Nuke and what we should get of that third map of Mirage to complete the trifecta of maps that we saw only 6 days ago.
To go back to your point about the eyeballers and obviously looking at how forZe have had some close maps in their previous head-to-heads on this nuke in the past. If you're the eyeballers side, what are you looking at as the key things that you can do going into the second half to try and force out some of those close results, to try and make it competitive against forZe?
Well, I mean, the first one's obviously quite obvious, and that's to keep a strong economy. I mean, we can see after losing that last round what it's cost them. I think that if they had a stronger economy, we could have maybe seen them 6 or 7 rounds, but now you're in a position where you're saving an M4, you're literally down to absolutely nothing, and then even coming into the next round, it's going to feature a less rifle investment than what we've seen previously. It's not going to feature that AWP from JW. It's not going to feature that extra punch.
Indeed, it will be a limited full buy for the eyeballers in this final round. Well, not this final round, but the final round of the half itself. But we're going to be waiting a little bit of time before we actually get into it. I'm being told we're going to be in for an extended technical, so we're going to go towards a very short break, and hopefully when we return, we'll be ready to get back into the server and see how far the eyeballers can manage against forZe. And we return to get back into this matchup. 5 apiece for those of you that may have forgotten. Eyeballers down on the pistols around the saved M4 have no choice but to eco for the final round of the half as forZe will look to try and claim the lead and would love to go 7-5 up again here, Dweg.
Crowd getting the top hut molly in early. Sapek aggressively outside with the flash and sees absolutely nothing. Xiaofi trying to entry through the door.
Shine watching out with the USP as Crowd continues to burst through. Nade sent, sprays back, catches his man. And that's already the M4 taken out with the USPs on the site now with a lot of work to do and very little in the way of firepower to do it. Shut down instant picks and peaks, and Shine is the only man to get anything out of this round. It's a 6th on the board of forZe, guaranteed tie at the half. Let's see whether Eyeballers will make it so.
As soon as that M4 drops outside, you know that the round is just done. That there's just hardly anything that could be worked with. I mean, even again, back into this rifle round, Sapek's going to go down to a FAMAS just to get that extra piece of util. So he could have gone to M4 if he wanted, but wants to try and get that incendiary forward. You've got one for Shine and for Pepsor as well. No kits, so if it is a retaking scenario, it could be difficult for Eyeballers.
FAMAS in for Sapek. Nades down out towards the secret control. JW holding his nerve over at mini. Flashes are sent. Further utility comes up to try to get them into the bomb site. Dropping from Result. Gets his headshot in against the veteran. But Sapek holds against the inside player coming out of Hut. Shelfie struggling to stabilize his shot. As Sapek will make it a triple in the round. And the Eyeballers will indeed look for their best case scenario at this stage. Gokushima in a 1 versus 4 as Eyeballers look to go 6-all on the board.
Another superb hold from that top hut individual again. Sapek with another multi-frag. Just when the A-split potential was coming through with JW being dropped in from main.
AWP just got to take all the close range fights. There's Shine going. Right idea to go for the wall bang. Wrong place to shoot down to the man. Sapek would have fallen and that shot connected, and that would have made things a little bit more manageable for Gokushima. But as it stands, these are a very known entity here towards the CT side. Pepsor's covering up the vents. Player over at Hut now seen. Shot misses, and there it is. 6-all as we go into the second half for a better T side when we return. We're dead set even. Eyeballers have made it as close as they can possibly do so. If there is a 2-0 in them, however, it's going to come in on this T sideline. They scored 1 against forZe last time they played this map against them. Can they go further, and can they get the all-important W?
It's going to be difficult, but it's going to rely on this T side, and it's going to rely on the pistol round start to at least allow themselves some breathing room to get the economy game going, to start getting off to a lead straight away. Gokushima playing in and around the heaven control, waiting for the outside presence. Resol in there from Tetris being annihilated straight away.
Flash keeps him blind. Heap swings onto Near as well. A 5-on-3. They were hunting for information with the downstairs rafters player as Gokushima gets gooshed down to 4 HP. He's not going to be much left in this round. What can Crad and Shelfie do from here?
I mean, a full-on save might actually be the call here. A 3v5 with already a gooshed Gokushima. This is such a tough retake.
They're going to go for it anyway. Crad's leaning in. I think he saw the gun barrel shine there. Swing out. Sapek is going to get caught. That's 1 headshot again. Shine being tagged up, but not taken down just yet. Player at heaven has been found. You've got Shelfie that is going to go ahead and save all the way back at CT spawn. Brad just sticking around to see if he can get some more kills on the board and draw them out of the bomb site. He gets himself a triple with Shelfie finding JW. He might even go down here. He does end up with his own triple kill and his own sequence of the round. Ultimately, it's all just the exit frags for the pistol win of Eyeballers.
Very rare do we see 4 spies in the second round now with the MR12, but I look at this from forZe thinking 4 dead, armor safe from Shelfie. If they're keen for it, they can go and upgrade the buy. They've already got a hero M4 that will probably be dropped, or at least Gokushima can try and get as much out of it as possible from Crad. This is a tough call to make from forZe, but if they're able to win, it's going to hurt the economy completely for Eyeballers.
See what comes out of this. It's a very vital round, one that could set us up for victory on either side. Of course, just the foundations of victory rather than the victory itself. There are the ways to go for both teams. forZe, 7 to make up. Eyeballers need 6. Shelfie gets 1 kill that contributes to that. Sapek down. JW is stuck past Resol, but Resol detects him. That's down to 3 players here on the Eyeballers.
Now towards Brad. Brad just needs to go 1 for 1. He's done a lot of damage on the heap. Gokushima makes it 2. Shine's the last one left. Everyone falls. What a force buy that ends up being from forZe. And I think it just shows for Eyeballers individual solo lurks costing them. The outside walk down there towards Secret for the first exchange. JW to come out from the door. As soon as both of those players got dropped, it felt like the round was over before the ramp incision could even come in.
Yeah, everybody falls for Eyeballers. No one falls for forZe. That couldn't have gone better if you tried. And such a wonderful demonstration of how the pistols set up the rifles, as well as just get the kills in general. Eyeballers caught so flat-footed in that round, and you mentioned the economical reset. That's exactly what we're going to see here. They've got a similar buy, at least, the Hero AK with the pistols force bought in. But they'll need to do something similarly stellar to try and bring back against forZe.
And you start picturing the idea of just a clean CT side from forZe, quite similar to how it was for Eyeballers out on the first map in the second half, where you just get a streak going, and you feel like you just give no breathing room to your opposition whatsoever.
Shelfie scored the opener. Sapek's been tagged. Oh dear, Eyeballers. Set back on a back foot, and quite a significant one at that here. And forZe are looking to press even further forward against it. Sapek does get a couple of kills on outside. That AK, Guardian at least trying to make things at evens, but Crad takes the man advantage right back, so that effort may still go to waste. With Shine being down at 10, Kensor being at 60. Crad seeing both and lining them up for the triple. And the advantage there for forZe.
And we saw in map number 1 the 13-9 scoreline, so no double digits for the opposition. Start thinking about Nuke, 8-7 up. The double eco cancelling out, so now it's down to a very, very light investment. I mean, I'll be surprised if there's even anything being bought here. This is a chance for forZe to farm up some cash for Gokushima, try and get him on the AWP come that next round, and keep as many of these double AKs and Galils in play as possible for next rounds, just to keep the money so damn strong.
There shouldn't be much in the way of offensive to counteract that and take those weapons out of their hands. It's only pistols, a harsh eco here for the Eyeballers, and Gokushima will find that out the easy way. SMG in against the first. Shine's also gone down to Shelfie on the outside, tapping up Pepzor for the double. 3 kills overall. No damage being done to the CT side, and they're getting very confident with it here. Tanir's all the way up in the roof. catching off Sapek, as JW was hoping for some sort of sneaky kill. He's the only player left in play. Go for the knife, get the money. That might be the best call right here, indeed. 3 Galil and all. Second player also falls, so there's a little bit of damage coming in. The third man will be absolutely perfect at this stage. So Eyeballers getting as much as they can out of this round.
It was just so unnecessary after that first player goes down to just keep peeking like this. It is so expensive. JW probably won't catch this kill out here towards the door because of the low HP and the angle, but even still, that is a 5 Glock round in which 3 casualties are coming in. That does not give a lot of security to that CT money line. That was a perfect chance to have 5 alive, to get the AWP out, to get rid of that MP9. And now for Eyeballers, they've got to be thinking to themselves, right, we come in here with round 17, we give ourselves a couple of T rounds in a row, they're going to be down to an eco. We need to act, and right here, right now.
They found their springboard. Now they have to jump as high as they can. Set things up wonderfully to take over this matchup. If possible, the shot from Gokushima missed, but so did JW. Quick peeks in from both of the AWPers, and JW will try look for some blind shots through wall bangs and through the smoke. Meanwhile, outside smoke start coming in for the Eyeballers, blocking out Shalfie's position. Gokushima caught Heap through the wall. I don't know how exactly, but that's a start.
Shalfie playing very defensive towards the outside. Breakage to the smoke. Won't see Sapek on the reposition just yet, but he's dropped into the vents for the AWP and trying to catch the individual on that secret lurk.
Shalfie still flying on outside. Smoke off the Lockers entrance and try to get back in from Heaven. AWP is wary of that window angle, so no one's watching Heaven at the moment. Shalfie making his way back downstairs, though, so no real contention at the moment.
Now, the duel downstairs is going to mean everything. If Pepsol wins out the fight, that will open up B to allow the bomb to trail in, because Shalfie on that rotate is going to take some time to drop down from ramp.
Someone's got to bait the shot to get the info on exactly where he is. Or go for the booth. Are you ready for this? No, they're not. Pepsol gives him a few pixels to play with, and that's good enough for the kill. But JW finally answers back. Gets one in. Bomb can cross the bomb site. But that backstab inbound from Sapek has got to be a little bit quicker. Shalfie is known, and Shine's got the bomb dropped in obs. That's a perfect kill for the CT forces. And now Sapek's got to try and cut off these rotators or come in with JW to recover the bomb itself. Engagement from the M4. Loses out the fight. Takes some damage with him. But someone's got to go for that bomb. They're running out of time. JW misses his shot. Sapek got to win the clutch in the 1-on-3 and doesn't even get past Tinir. That's 10 now on the board of the CIS squad.
And that's a real shame there from Eyeballers, because Sapek's in a really good position. They've got a couple of options there. They can kind of fake lower bomb side, go back up into the vents, and he can come up Heaven, or he can come in ramp late. Now, the difficult nature is, of course, they're not dealing with the player already down there on B. If they got that kill cleanly, I think it's a very different round. I think if observation window kill comes in without Sapek's assistance, that round is probably workable for Eyeballers, but without that being the case, it made it very uncomfortable for JW alone.
Upgrade pistols for Eyeballers. 3 to go for the forZe side. Need to see something more here from the Eyeballers camp. That round was the perfect chance to really take back control of this match. And now it's down to how much damage they can do to the forZe side and try to set up again. 2 kills come out. Maybe they can seal this round unless Krad comes in from Heaven and does some impact. He does bring it back to a 3-on-3, and that plant could be secured. Krad's been double dinged. Is somehow still alive to get one more pick back to the advantage of the forZe side. The HP is so low on the Eyeballers, so it's all a case of when this convergence happens from the CT retake.
Oh, Gokushima's in a great pause. JW's just a sit and duck. Out in the open, AWP unscopes, but it's an easy kill for a no-scope. Shine in with the Tech 9. Another no-scope coming through to allow the 11th round. But I think it just shows that even in that round, Jay, yes, there's a little bit of investment. Yes, there's a bomb plant, but no one's really in good positions there. They haven't been able to take back lobby. They didn't have anyone on the outside to cut rotates. Even JW, he was caught trying to take a fight towards main just with the backstab from door itself.
I don't think they were expecting to win that round, honestly, for the Eyeballers side. Again, casualties taken. The bomb plant bonus really is what they were looking for here. The money's kind of stabilized here for the forZe camp. So again, we're back in this situation where Eyeballers need to win a couple of good rounds in a row to break the economy state of the CT side. 4 in the lead for them. Gokushima been hitting his shots pretty consistently. JW, on the contrary, misses his AWP battle. Gokushima allowed to escape with his life.
Just a slight off time in there for Gokushima. Doesn't hold the angle for long enough. Looks up to Silo and actually catches his way alive. Now he can reposition out towards Zywoo, play extremely defensive on outside.
JW unawares of the player walking up from Secret. Could be a very awkward engagement against Shalfie. If he's not careful, he gets two players outside of Squeaky Door into the box side. Okushima can find a strike. Shalfie against JW. Close quarters with the AWP. Can quick scope in and win the engagement. And the Eyeballers have finally forced open the bomb site here. Bomb's on his way. Crack can still drop it. Engages Heat, but Heat ends up with a triple. And Gokushima now has got a save against the AWP of JW at the edge of the smoke. I think JW is watching it. Indeed he is. With his own multi-frag as Eyeballers cling on.
Well, while we saw quite a lot of contention outside, some jewels being taken, some util being used, it was actually the Squeaky Door walk from Heap that opened up that round. Very successful double entry onto A. That allows the split to come through for JW to hang around outside, deal with Secret, and then, of course, deal with that final Gokushima into Garage. Now, the buyback here from forZe will, of course, feature everything, but look at the economy float. 1,900 loss bonus for forZe and not a lot of money in the reserve. This is prime reset opportunity.
Shalfie. M4 falling back to position. Good utility on the floor that he can grab a HE if necessary. Try and break open the smoke so they go out towards the red cross. One of which will be in play. Second smoke comes out. Sapek better stall this because Shalfie has the right idea. Oh, but Sapek just runs for it, gets past that nade position. But is Crad aware? Did he hear the footsteps?
They would have heard at least one, but you're right about the lack of information. Gokushima, first time we've seen the AWP towards ramp. We've normally seen him outside or heaven, and he already strikes with that first. Got
a nice angle to play with even more. Evades that flashbang as well. Sees the jump out. Expecting there to be a bait, will reposition, get a bit more aggressive, and Eyeballers are going to concede that position. They're not going to fight for ramp.
Yeah, they have to cancel there. There's no way that you can keep fighting with the AWP. Now outside, Sapek has to make something happen. AWP v AWP duel coming back in if Pepsor wants to continue to re-aggress the line.
You see him? I don't think he can. He's behind the wall. Gokushima falling back. Both of the AWPs within inches of finding each other. Result now, top of the hut, finds the angle on Shine, not the kill. Shalfie gets Sapek towards the outside, that Secret presence negated. Shine wins another fight though, 2 kills to his name, engages the third, needs that quadra. Shalfie turns it back on him and the AWP is all that remains. Swaps to that AK and dives right down to the B side. That's the right call.
If there's anyone you want in a 1v2, it's Pepsor. Tries to fake the rotation, wants to cut them on the vent rotate, but they're not quite coming in and now he's got to prioritize the plans.
Time's on their side, nades are being sent, the door's being closed as well. Safer plant for double. Is he in vision? I don't know if he is. No, they don't open the door, but they catch him in the back. Pepsor, 20 points of health, and now Gokushima inbound, taken back by Shalfie. Oh, you're right. The plant didn't go down in time.
No.
Oh, no.
Well,
Eyeballers.
That's the issue, right? Is the first time around, he obviously tries to fake it out and to try and get that first kill. But because he has to go even further through the single door and get on the other side of it to protect himself, he just doesn't have time to get the bomb down.
That secondary peek back up to the vents, costing him big time, it seems. And it may cost Eyeballers as well. AKs will be out in full force, but it is map point for the forZe camp. 4 of them in their favor. Eyeballers need to go to overtime. Sapek moves in on the outside control. Shalfie flashed in with a swing and the kill.
Pepsor needs that trade, desperate for the A split. Result even out from the doorway, gets away with 1, doesn't even take damage.
Looking for more as JW and Shine take damage. Heat also engaged upon low HP. Shine with a trade back, but now it's the last man that remains, overwhelmed by Tanir. And there's your 13-8, slightly closer from the Eyeballers, but still not